Regulators! Mount up.
Wagwan, it's your humble host, Big Truck. Hey, yo, shout out to Hip Hop Chronicles. Go to their channel, show them some love. We're going to break this thing down and have a conversation, okay, about how hip hop has changed and how the artists feel about the real change in hip hop. So with that being said, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet, subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Jadakiss. When asked about the current state of the culture and what's missing from today's generation of artists, Jadakiss broke down exactly why the game has lost something that can't easily be replaced.
It's all about
Crazy.
Kiss made it clear that the competitive spirit and the hunger that defined his era has been replaced by something softer and more calculated.
we could put more last year. If you listening to what's going on right now, it's not even rap, so it's not on no level. But shout out to those that rap on a high level. Let's get back to that. Shout out to those that do whatever they do.
You got to get back to culture. And this era of music is trash. I'm not going to front. What happened to skills? What happened to lyrics? What happened to your delivery? What happened to creativity? It's like you can just put a beat together and put some old mumble jumble together and the shit's selling. But the person on the mic ain't making no sense.
But a more larger shout out to the high level rappers. Get with us or get out the way.
Method Man. Meth has always been one of hip-hop's most respected voices, and when he sat down to talk about the current state of the culture, he didn't sugarcoat anything.
Talking about growth, Meth, you know, hip-hop has changed how it talks about relationships over the years. Like,
Yeah.
where do you think we've grown and where do you think we still stuck?
I mean, it starts with a lot of these gatekeepers trying to dictate what this new generation should be doing.
Of course, because when you sign your soul to the devil tells you what to do and how to do it. You see? And when you do sign, and the other side has control over you in that sense, hey, you need to put the type of material out there that the people can vibe to. What's going on today? I'm going to need you to talk about that. Fiction or nonfiction. You feel me? You're going to do what we tell you to do. You're going to say it how we want you to say it. You're going to perform it how we want you to perform it. You feel me?
We could be in a way better place, especially with the message. A lot of work to still be done, man. You know, because honestly, when we was doing it, we had fun. We're creating generational wealth, and they're the babies of that. When I was doing it back in the day, I mean, Wu-Tang had a message, regardless of whether you heard gunshots or there was still a message there.
But that's how it was back in the 90s. Back in the 90s, the message was very, very clear. The artists were creative. I mean, it will blow your mind to sit back and listen to half of the stuff that the rappers were saying back then. It made sense. They sent a message. They showed creativity. Even when they performed, creativity. You don't have that now. It's all the same thing. Your ass, drugs, being disrespectful towards women, being disrespectful towards yourself. Hell, being disrespectful towards your family, selling drugs. Come on.
The vibe gets lost for the substance. There's no substance in the vibe. The vibe has no substance and shit. I just wish it was a bit more diversity, for lack of a better word.
I was thinking about there was a level of emotional maturity that may not exist now. Because like even All I Need, that was our relationship goal.
Well, I think that my generation read a lot more books. You know, we went outside, we touched dirt.
He acknowledged that they've done well in the business department, but something crucial is missing from today's music.
And again, I can't knock these kids for liking what they like. I can live vicariously through some of these youngins, you know?
Again, and get your money, man. Get your money, do your thing. But don't forget about culture. Don't forget about where you come from. If you pull back the layers and you go back to the history of music and hip hop, which started in the Bronx, which started in New York, I mean, man, you got to pay respect where respect is given. You see what I'm saying? Our elders, they paved the way. They scratched the surface.
And what I can give this new generation credit for is that they did a lot more business than show in the show business part of it, you know? You know, so experience is king, and to be honest, I'm not knocking anything they do because they doing their numbers, and it looks like they having fun. But again, substance, and you only think about these things when you get my age.
Meth's observation is a common opinion that a lot of these OGs share. When talking about their craft, it's obvious they have a lot more respect for the creation and art of hip-hop. R.A. the Rugged Man. After hearing Lil Yachty say he doesn't know the old school legends like Biggie, this underground veteran completely lost it and went straight for the throat.
Lil Yachty should shut the fuck up and get out of music. Get the fuck out of music, you bitch. You don't know music. You, how about that? No, the history of music, when you was a great horn player, you studied the horn players. You went to the spot and you checked out the great horn players in your neighborhood. When you was Sam Cooke trying to be a...
That's like, if I want to be the best, right? I'm a defensive tackle. I'm a lineman. I want to be the best lineman. I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch film and I'm going to study those that mastered the position before me. You see, I'm going to master their techniques. And then I'm going to pay homage and respect them for what they did. You see, that's how, when it comes to this music industry, and might as well say sports industry as well, you gotta pay your respect, but you gotta do your homework at the end of the day. How did they get to where they were? And look at the things that they did and how they did what they did. Them some hard shoes to follow. But they can't be followed if you do it the right way. Just do it the right way.
Singer, you was in the church singing with the great singers. You was watching the great performers. When you know, and then when you went to hip hop, the people who started hip hop, they like Barry White. They like disco. They studied music. They loved the craft. Music is a craft. So now what happens is you can just be a celebrity and not be skilled at your craft. And I don't care about music culture. Then don't do it. Or take a paycheck. But a dude that don't pay attention to culture, you're just a Kim Kardashian talentless part of music. You're just a celebrity. You're not actually a person that cares about the craft, and you're bringing the craft down because the mainstream media will promote celebrity buffoons because they don't care about the culture.
But Rugged Man wasn't done schooling the new generation. He had the most brutal advice possible for the new rappers.
Take the cock out of your mouth and speak clearly, young man. This mumble blah blah blah.
There are people out there that feel some type of way, and our OGs have a right to feel what they feel because this new age is disrespecting the culture. I mean, from your Sexy Reds to your Meg Thee Stallions to whatever, motherfuckers ain't got no skills. I come from that era where if you can't freestyle, get the fuck off the pot. Pass the mic if you can't freestyle. That don't mean biting somebody else's shit and claim you freestyled that. No, nigga, you need to come from the dome. I still freestyle. True MC's a true MC. And a lot of cats in this generation, they ain't no true MC.
Speak clearly, let me hear what the f you're saying. The dumbed down culture is mass marketed, played over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's not a record. You could put it, he got some endorsements, he made some money. Put that record on in 10 years and see where it stands.
E40. E40 has been one of the West Coast's most consistent voices for over 3 decades. And when he sat down to discuss hip-hop's 50th anniversary, he couldn't help but address where the culture currently stands.
Where do you think the direction of hip-hop is headed? Do you love where it's at? Do you like where it's going?
I don't like where it's at.
Really?
Because I feel like it's not enough creativity. A lot of people sound the same, bro. A lot of people sound the same. And they talking about a lot of copycat, and a lot of them is saying the same thing over and over and over instead of mixing it up and saying, you know, I'm not trying to act like I'm hella positive, but I am, because I always talk about the things that sound like it ain't positive. I'm a storyteller. It's really positive because I talk about.
And when it comes down to that, it's telling a story. Look at my man Slick Rick. He told a story. He told a story that made sense. The Ghetto Boys, my mind is playing tricks on me. They told a story that made sense. A lot of these rappers today ain't making no damn sense. And I'm going to spin the block and turn it up another notch when I say a large number of women that go on these podcast shows making these punk ass videos disrespecting themselves and men, they're not making no damn sense either. So what are we really doing? What are we really talking about? You got fake ass rappers on the mic, just not making no sense, no creativity, saying the same damn thing, dry as fuck. You got modern women that ain't about shit, saying the same damn thing, dry as fuck. What are we doing? Let's get it.
About the repercussions and consequences that can happen if you do this, if you slide, you spinning, you're doing whatever. Yeah. I'm a storyteller. That's what I've been doing ever since I was a little young mustache in the rap game.
E40 made it clear that he's not impressed with the direction things are heading, specifically calling out the lack of creativity and originality that's plaguing today's rap scene.
What is the key to longevity?
Staying consistent, believing in God, turning with the times, because the times will turn on you if you don't.
Man, listen here. Nigga, when I came out the locker room, I was spitting. My freestyles was vicious. That's how my name got known in Long Beach. From Long Beach to Compton. Battle rapping. If I got my ass whipped in a battle rap, I went back to the laboratory, worked on my craft, and came back. I said, man got heart. He never gave up. That's how you get your respect. And then you get better. Cats nowadays out here on this damn mic, they rocking rhymes, but they ain't saying nothing.
You don't want to be outdated. You want to be gamed up. You know what I'm saying? You want to be locked in like a safe. You know, you want to be dialed in, buttoned up. Yeah, I make it look easy, but it's not.
Young Jock. Young Jock might not be the first name you think of when it comes to hip-hop OGs checking the new generation, but during a Vlad TV interview, he went completely off about how today's music is poisoning the community.
I pray to God this shit resonate in somebody's mind, man. To our rappers, man, come on, man, we the influencers. All this ops, come on, man, every time I turn on a song, it's kill. It's kill season. That's all it kill. I'm like, damn, I'm starting to feel like my grandparents. Y'all know what that shit feel like when you know how we love our music, our culture? We don't hear.
We get that. I feel that. 100 grand. I feel that. I'm tired of turning on music, talking about drugs. How much weight you pushing. No damn well your ass ain't never sold no weight in your damn life. You ain't even sold drugs. How hard you banging in the hood. Nigga, you don't even gangbang. You don't even live in the hood. Your ass came from the fucking suburbs. But this is what we listening to. How much bodies you got. Calling women bitches and hoes and tricks and like my man said, and he's about to say it. Take away the beats and you sit back and you listen to what the fuck that person is saying. You be slapping yourself in the head. You be pulling your damn hair and your teeth out.
Nobody talking about that's trash, that's poison. Boy, a lot of this shit is trash and a lot of shit is poison. It is. I can turn on the radio right now, take all the music out, and just listen to what the we saying on these records and this music and shit, and what the our kids here that sit in the back seat or right there in the passenger seat with us, or when we got them playing this shit on our phones and the kids here. But this shit is poisonous. This shit.
Not just poisoning, but others believe the shit. They follow it. They believe the Meg Thee Stallions. They believe the Cardi B's. They believe the Sexy Reds. They believe the Young Miamis. But think about it though. They ain't talking about shit. They ain't the hottest rapper. They industry plants. And when you really think about it, fuck it. Let it go.
Telling me to triple cross my own kind, and my partner, I was to shoot him, set you up, your wife, your baby mama. Come on, y'all. Let's listen to it. Let's just take the music away, step back for a second, and say, hey, rapper, give me some advice on how to be a better version, how to make it in this life. Take the music off and listen to their lyrics. That shit ain't gonna do no.
Give me something educated. Educate me. Tell me something positive. Tell me something that can save black culture. They can't.
I'm gonna send your ass to the grave or the jail.
Jock went off about how rappers need to take responsibility for the messages they're putting out and the real world consequences of lyrics that glorify violence and self-destruction.
Cause I myself, I got a song, couple grand, price tag on your head, leave your land where you stand. Yeah, I was on that shit. I was. And when I was going to the markets, I saw who that shit was affecting. I saw who it brought out. I saw them all. I see it to this day. I see them stand up and saying that shit and point the gun at me while they rap like, hey, goddamn, oh. Get locked up, you praising them. Get shot and survive, you praising them. Murder somebody, you praising them. You got a track record, you praising them. So to all my out there who on that shit, all that, the streets don't honor shit. Trust me, they don't.
Raekwon. During a heated discussion with Fat Joe, Jadakiss, and Havoc, the Wu-Tang legend didn't hold back about the weird direction hip-hop's been heading.
My thing is just
Ray made it crystal clear that the OGs need to step up and take it upon themselves to call out the whack shit that's being pushed as real hip-hop. Grandmaster Caz. Hip-hop pioneer Grandmaster Caz was asked about newer rappers in the game, and his response was brutal and honest.
Who do you really respect as rappers right now?
I can't think of none.
Can't think of none.
Joel Ortiz.
Joel Ortiz.
He's kind of old now. He's one of the newest guys. I can think of Joel Ortiz, of course, Immortal Technique.
That's my man. He was just here last week.
All right. And these are people.
When I listen to Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, I'm like, yeah. Now they got skills. You know, they got skills. You know, my nigga Ras Kass, they got skills. But when you talk about the Meg Thee Stallions, the Ice Spice, the Sexy Reds, the Cardi B's, they ain't got no skills to me. Hell, they got fucking rented body parts. But again, where's the culture? Where's the creativity? Why every concert, every woman concert, she's shaking her ass. Every woman concert, she doing something disrespectful and prerogative and over sexualizing and shit. Sexual. Something. It's all the damn same. Never can do something different. Saying the same damn thing. So now you're doing something, you're saying something, you act in a certain type of way, and it's all the fucking same. Let's go.
Like, I know you may be thinking about A$AP Rocky or 2 Chainz or one of them. I don't even consider that, you know, hip hop.
Really?
Nah, it's just rap music. Cats who got a deal.
Really?
Anybody could do that.
The powers that be who sign the artists, they sign what they want people to be influenced by.
I get where he going with that. I'm going to turn it up another notch. Even in the sports industry, certain individuals are signed because they want them to do what they want them to do and be what they want them to be. See, he took it there, but I took it here. And it's the same damn thing. The industry gonna sign you because they want you to do what they want you to do, be who they want you to be, because they know you're gonna sell your soul. Soul already sold.
Sign what they want the masses to be influenced by. You can just come up from nothing, say some shit on a beat, this and that, go on, you know, and that's their mentality. That's why you hear a lot of people, man, I ain't no rapper, I'm this and that. Okay, if you ain't rapping, what the fuck you doing with a rap record on the radio?
True that. A motherfucker that ain't got no damn skills, all of a sudden, he signed a damn contract. Like, how the fuck he do that? I bet.
Asshole, don't disrespect my motherfucking art form. Get paid and then be like, I ain't no rapper. That's like you ain't a drug dealer, right? But you go around all the drug dealers and be like, yo, I ain't no thug, I ain't no drug dealer. But you had everybody scared and thinking you was man, about to fuck you up right now. You stupid. We come from a place where we did this shit because we did this shit. We did it for the love. All right, this is what we do. We play music.
Redman. During a Hot 97 interview, Redman wasn't holding back his thoughts on these newer rappers and what he thinks about the music coming out nowadays.
Well, it was just like from our era, from even the era before us, it was about being distinctive. It was about being different. It was about being original. That's why we uphold the names that we had from like Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Slick Rick, Redman,
LL Cool J. I mean, these are cats that perfected the art. They perfected their skill and their craft continuously. And because they did that continuously, they got better, better, and better. Hell, Big Daddy Kane just put out a new album. Oh my gosh, it's vicious. Rakim just put out a new album. Oh man, it's vicious. And we already know about Redman and Method Man. They stay vicious. So when we look at the culture and we look at it for what it is in the different eras, even Busta Rhymes is vicious. Because they stay inconsistent. They're not forgetting where they come from. And even those that came before them, they paying homage and respect to them. There's no disrespect. It's all love. From the East Coast to the West Coast. Let's go.
Keith Murray, Ghost. Look at these names. They're like superheroes. So when you put the artists out there like with this kind of I would say with this kind of a background, this kind of platform, the sound have to match the attitude. It have to match the look. We couldn't sound the same. That was biting. That was like, we called that biting back in the day. You can't sound like this dude and win off his style. So it was about being distinctive. It was about being different and original in my era coming up. And far as what like the new music of the day, you know what it is, bro? It's the goddamn auto-tune. All right? Let's just look at the facts. The dudes who not using auto-tune. All right, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Joey Badass. Even Gunplay from MMG. That's my dude.
Gunplay got a great voice.
That's my dude right there. But they stand out. While everybody use auto-tune, you won't know who is who. And I agree with you on that. So it's just from the era I came from. Some of these guys are doing good music. It's just not enough to convince the masses that this era is killing it with the new music.
Redman made it crystal clear that if any young cats wanted to test him in a cypher, they were going to get smoked.
Competition is part of it, right? You love the idea of getting to come body these kids.
Got to body them.
Teach them something.
Got to teach
them. You're going to learn today.
You're going to learn today. It's about
again, that's what it was all about, even back in the 90s. Freestyling and rap battling. If you thought you had skills, get your ass in a cypher. Whatever it's gonna be is gonna be. You get into a cypher with these cats in this generation, these motherfuckers get in their damn feelings. They get all emotional. They want to go get their mans in them and shit. They want to go get their guns and shit. Nigga, rap battling it's a fun way to display your skills. So what, you got beat? Okay, it's all love after that. Nigga, go back home and work on your craft and then come back next week. Simple as that. The fuck?
Perseverance. It's about catching that audience attention, not just as a whole, but individually.
Ice Cube. The West Coast legend was asked about the new wave of rappers and didn't hold back his feelings about what hip-hop has become.
I don't know any rappers by their voice no more. I used to know all the rappers just hear their voice, know who that is. So I think they need to figure out how to put that auto-tunes down, and we need to hear what people sound like, because I think AI is demonic. I think AI is gonna get a backlash from real people, real organic people, and so I think artists need to go back.
And he's true. It's gonna be a real big backlash. Stop with the damn auto-tune. One of the things I've always admired, and I've admired many things about Ice Cube, his consistency. His style remained the same, and you know who he is. You can feel Ice Cube coming down the fucking street. Not just hear him, but you can feel him. But Ice Cube has always made sense in his music. If you took away his beats and just listened to his lyrics, Ice Cube should just do a track with straight lyrics. Oh my gosh. So, let's even talk about Ice Cube's creativity in his projects. He's always creative. He's simple, creative, and he's consistent. I can't say nothing bad about Ice Cube. I admire him. Keep it up, Cube. One love. Hey, when y'all do that Friday, give my boy AJ Johnson's brother, Peanut. He's a good friend of mine. Let Peanut play his brother in there. Respect to AJ Johnson. Let's go.
Back to using a real voice and making sure people know this is authentic and not made from a computer. Auto-tunes sounds computer-like.
Right.
And I think it's all starting to sound artificial.
Is there
So
any
I'm saying
people that can
because
use
of
autotune?
AI.
Like T-Pain's got to have a pass on autotune, right?
Well, T-Pain is an original.
Yeah.
So I don't fault T-Pain.
Like T-Pain's fire, yeah.
He's an original.
So
just
besides
like
him-
Roger Troutman is an original. See, they can use it without any, that's their style.
Yeah.
But a lot of people took their style and ran with it, and now everybody uses it. And I think it's gonna be a backlash because
And it's garbage. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a million with you. The shit is fucking garbage. Like my man said, Ralph Troutman, T-Pain, they original with it. Okay? And also, what most didn't know, T-Pain can freestyle. He actually got rap skills. He got flow skills too. Let's continue.
of AI, people are gonna want things organic and not artificial. And it sounds artificial.
Snoop Dogg. During a session with 50 Cent and G-Unit, they broke down exactly what's wrong with the new generation.
Everybody trying to rap the same style with the, I don't know who created it, if it was Future or Migos, but all them sound the same.
Snoop and Dr. Dre completely destroyed modern music production standards.
Right now, it's so much copycat mimicking sound.
And shout out to my man Snoop, because we're from the hood, Long Beach. Listen, it's like this. Back in the days, I'm like this. Me and Snoop, I'm quite sure we crossed paths, okay? Back in the 90s, because everybody was on a mic. Everybody was freestyling. Everybody was battling. Everybody had a story to tell. Shit was so crystal clear. Everybody made sense in their rhymes. Niggas was writing their rhymes, okay? I'm talking about niggas were beatboxing. Niggas had the pencil, making the beats. Niggas was getting it. We was having fun. But the things that we were doing back then, we stayed realistic with the shit that we did. Rather than niggas was battling, niggas was singing, niggas was beatboxing. We was having fun doing what we was doing, but the shit was original. I done slayed a lot of motherfuckers at the Long Beach Mall back in the 90s. But there's been times I lost some battles. Nigga, I went to Long Beach Wilson. I went to Long Beach Jordan. Then went to Long Beach Poly. Okay? My name was known. But I had fun at what I did. I respected the craft. I was creative. And a lot of the OGs then had a lot of love and respect for me because I never gave up. I always kept coming back. And whoever the hardest rapper was then, I wanted to battle him.
And I like imitation. Be original. Find your voice. Find your production sound. Find your ear for who you are. And be original. Even if it ain't hitting, stay you.
Find your collaborator. I don't like the fact that there's like 9 different producers on one album. I like the idea of one producer on one album. The continuity is everything.
Yeah, where did that come? I got one motherfucker that does my music, that does my production. K-Spade. My management team consists of 2 people. Dale Muhammad Washington, Sammy Parks. That's it. I don't need a gang of people around me. And when it comes to computers and having an ear for shit, I got my boy Big P. So it's 4 people that ride this train. I don't need 8, 10, 12, 15 motherfuckers. 4 people. That's it, that's all. Let's go.
Come from? Where did it come from where you got cats that want to be with 9 different producers on one album and stuff like that? When the hell did that start?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know, but I don't like it. You know, if you're
It
a
ain't
producer,
cohesive.
you should be able to produce the entire album. That's what I thought it was supposed to be.
Right.
That's what I was doing at the beginning.
There's a lot of beat makers though, Doc. That's what the difference between your era and this era is, that there aren't too many producers as much as there are beat makers. It's so easy to make beats. They're giving you all these computer package that has the drum loop, has this, y'all had to make the loop.
I feel like it's a change that's happening right now. You know, from all this mumble rap thing and everything that's happening right now, there's somebody in somebody's garage that's happening right now that's going to be the next Snoop or Dre or next Prince or Michael Jackson or whatever, that's coming up with something that's going to change the game. It's got to happen right now, and it's wide open because everything that's happening right now in the music game is for especially hip.
A lot of the things is wide open right now. Okay? A lot of cats have sold their soul and the devil's collected and you don't hear from them no more. It takes them off the map and it opens the doors for something fresh to come through. Are we seeing a shift in that? Hell yeah. Just like dating, we seeing a major shift in dating. We seeing women of other races dating black men. Modern black women have a problem with it. A serious problem. Because it's leaving them out in the cold. However you want to spin this, even in sports, look at how individuals play for certain seasons and then all of a sudden they announce their retirement. What are they seeing that other people don't see? What's going on behind the scenes, behind the closed doors that others don't know? See, I know because I've been there. I've seen things. Hell, I even had things come talk to me.
Hip hop is weird as
Pete Rock, the legendary rapper and producer, sat down on The Breakfast Club and the conversation turned to what's missing from today's hip hop.
Do you feel like some of these young artists, like we see how they don't know a lot of the history and they might not know certain things? Do you feel like maybe more people should be reaching out to you because of the legendary songs that you've produced?
I'd rather them show the respect first to artists and cut the old head shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know, we out here still, you know what I'm saying? Making that shit. So my thing is the respect comes first and then, you know,
I remember Pete Rock and CL Smooth, you know, and the musics that they did and they whole style and how consistent they was and the message behind the material that they was dropping, you know, excellent. Again, when I look at people like him, LL Cool J, Ice-T, I mean, the list goes on. They've always been consistent and they love the culture. They love the music that they loved the music that they was putting out. Especially my New Yorkers, and shout out to all my New Yorkers. You know, I mean, where hip hop came from, where hip hop was discovered. I had many conversations with KRS-One, and man is excellent. He's excellent. He's an excellent creative artist, very articulate. Oh, he'll cut you down. Don't get into a rap battle with KRS-One. Soon as you step to the mic, you fucking lost. When he looks at you and he smiles at you, before he says anything, you already lost. But that's the whole thing of paying respect. To say thank you. Even though now, you know, these OGs have passed down the torch, the wrong motherfuckers done picked it up when they shouldn't have even touched the damn torch.
really need to learn the history, you know what I'm saying? Like, of every rapper. When Yachty said that about Big, it just blew my top, man.
How do you feel about that? Those Big and Pac was overrated.
They're not overrated. I don't even pay attention to overrated, underrated. I don't care about that. They got skills and they repped the culture.
There's only a few greats and a few legendary people, and there's a reason why.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the reason is the foundation that you have to lay down for these younger cats, like what we do, in music, or when I'm making beats, when they rapping, making records. We want to respect that. What we did for y'all is the reason why y'all here.
Rakim. TMZ caught up with the legendary rapper to discuss the current state of hip-hop, and the MC had harsh truths about what the youth is doing to the culture he helped create.
Is one of the legends of hip-hop. Rakim, of Eric B. and Rakim fame, had something to say about the new school yesterday. It's interesting. He posted this saying that you are witnessing the de-evolution of rap music, the death of poetry and smoothness. They use this, the absence of a message, the inability to create meaningful change through words and verses. But the worst is they don't even know they hurt this artful purpose. It's tragic.
He explained the difference between hip-hop and rap, making it clear that young artists need to understand what real hip-hop culture represents.
But, without no disrespect to any artist, there's a lot of, degrading, music out there, man, as far as degrading the culture and degrading society as well, man.
Granted. And when you degrade and you disrespect the culture because you don't know, you are not willing to find out. You're not willing to do the research and have an understanding where this comes from, how we got here, and the legacies. Fucking lost. Because a lot of rap in this generation here is trash. I don't even like listening to radio stations out here. I'd rather just have my MP3, because your phones or electronic computer device, and all phones have an MP3 player built in it. I make my own library and download and have my own damn music, rather than listen to the music stations. Because the music stations ain't playing nothing. I miss KDAY. KDAY was the K-Day, that was the shit. For real hip hop and real R&B. And look what we got now. Hip hop. Fake ass rappers. Ain't saying nothing. But never knock the hustle. I ain't knocking your hustle. No disrespect, but at the same time, real is real. Real niggas gonna say real shit. Fake niggas gonna say fake shit. I ain't fake, so I must be real because I'm saying some real shit.
But that's individuals that choose to make that kind of music. As the listeners, I think they should be a little more opinionated on what they're listening to and what they like, and a little more opinionated on what they're hearing. You know what I mean? And I think that'll help. All right. Not only what's out there, but the artists make conscious decisions to make, music with a little more substance.